Hello and welcome back to Creampuff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. There's kind of a rhythm to that makes it sound like a song. I have been focusing on aesthetics because for too long my base has looked a little bit meh. So I'm going for this factory vibe. Possibly too much brick and brownstone, I'm not really sure, but everything's got its own little feel about it. So this is like the big factory floor, which, good. Which we're going to play with a little bit today. And then we've got obviously the greenhouse area, which is probably my favorite one so far. And then this, which is my empowering area. So I have all the empowerers set up in here. And my draconic thing. And I've left a big circle up here, which is where we're going to put this draconic energy sphere. What's it called? Draconic energy something. Yep. The draconic energy something is going to hopefully... I've tried to measure this out, and I think if I place it there, it's going to fill that spot, and then we're going to cover it in glass. So there'll be a big glass dome on top, which would be cool. I'm going to do that off camera. You don't need to see me building this thing again. I just need some more details. Originally, I was only going to have this high, but then I extended it up because I wanted to put the draconic energy thing, because I didn't really know where else it was going to go. So I wanted to put that in here. And in here is where my empowerers are going. I'm a bit confused because I need to import and export from this one. So I'm going to try using an interface. These have never really worked for me previously. But I'm going to try it anyway. So hopefully what this means is this will import diamantine blocks to here and then export whatever's made here. But I think we need to just try that to see if it'll work. One thing I'm not really sure about is I like the idea of being able to see the cables. I like that in general, being able to see the cables, but I just don't know where I'm going to run them to. There will be an importer at the bottom of here. That's an exporter. Do I have any importers on me? Importers. Yes. It's going to be importer on the bottom of here that's going to import whatever's here out of the system. Well, actually, that could import through the top, actually. Actually. This might... This might actually look quite cool. If we import... Yes, we've got some cables on me. If we import this out the top... I've got brownstone as the floor, which I'm not super keen on because it makes you run real quick. And I'm already having issues running quick enough. Importer, yes. So that would just go there. And then we can run the importer up here. And then this can all go into that, which is fine. That's actually, that works quite nicely. From there, I don't know. Like it's the system's over there. I think I'll use a network receiver and a transmitter. Again, I think that's probably the best option. Network. You need one transmitter. Yes, and one receiver. Yes, and I think, yes, the transmitters go in here. Network, and we'll need a card as well. I've got no space. So the problem when you start building with chisel and bits. Okay. So, network transmitter. I guess I'll just keep on plonking them up there. And then the network receiver would be right in the center of here. And hopefully that will work. And then we need to right click or shift right click, I think. One of the two. I'll just do both to be on the safe side. And then we go down and put it in the network transmitter. Boom, boom, 50 blocks. Beautiful. So, this would be interesting to see whether or not this interface works. Just put a torch down here. Okay, there, yes. Alright, Alright, so there's nothing so far. So if I put these diamantine crystal blocks in here. Yeah, really doesn't want to work. I think I'm going to have to... Maybe I'll export from the bottom, import from the top. Ah. Oh, I want export. I'm such an idiot. I always forget those two things. So, bam. So I think from here I have to... Okay. So let's just see. I'm really keen on keeping this looking nice and neat. So exporter there, importer there. And then cable. Doop and doop. Up to this. Okay, so that has everything in it. So export that. Okay. Okay, well, that's not terrible, really, I suppose, if that works. Now, the other things we need for diamantine, I just want to test if this works, is... Oh, whoops. And just see if this works. So we need Lapotron, mana, mineral, ectoplasm. Lapotron. Mana. Ooh, running low. Mineral, heaps of that, and ectoplasm. So these will be Lapotron crystal. But I think I need to say yes, no. There we go. Beautiful. And compare damage, no. Good. And you will be a mana infused ingot, you will be a ectoplasm, and you will be a mineral chunk. So we'll do this, and then we'll see how this goes if it imports it correctly. If that's the case, we might actually just get some what happened there? Interfaces going. They're applied energistics. Did I not teach you how to make these? Oh, I need to go and do that. All right, so while that's doing that, have I even got sound? I do. It's very quiet. Now, while that's doing that, then let's go and make an interface. Or make the patterns for an interface. Pattern grid. So I want, not a processing pattern, it is an interface from refined storage. Ah. Okay, so it is a processing pattern. And interface. Like that. And which solder? You're making basics. You're making those. So maybe I'll put you in there. Interface. We need 3 more. Interface. 3 of you. Yep. Great guns. Beautiful. Interfaces. And we'll run back and hopefully it's done. And hopefully what we should see... Well, actually... I won't know if it's done because it'll just keep going if it's working. Certainly sparking a lot. These are powered massively. This is so good. I reckon we'll be going through these pretty quick now. Yes, so we do have one. So it works. Brilliante. Let's just get the rest of these set up then. Bring you down. Hey. Bring you down to about here. I think that's right. And then the interface, that. And then exporter and importer. So I want to export on this side, import on this side, cable, 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 cable. Right. It's not the neatest of things, really. It's not a nice, it's not as nice and neat as applied energistics. Which, to be honest, would probably be a better bet at this time in the game, I think. Refined storage is good. I'm a huge fan of it, but I actually think applied energistics is better. Just in terms of how well it works with certain things. So, for example, the crafters that we have in refined storage require you to run kind of import back into them to get it back in the system, whereas the what do you call it? The interfaces that you use in Applied Energistics just do all of that intermagically. Don't know what I'm speaking about. Alrighty dokie, so I will automate all of those off camera. I just wanted to show you the setup here, and then automating this is kind of annoying. I will just keep using this redstone clock because I don't think there's anything better. I mean, there's a timer. So that looks neat enough. Is there anything we need to make? So, Wyvern cores? I think, oh no, we've got plenty of those. Awakened cores. Let's just have a look at the book and what's the next thing that I'm required to do for Draconic. Oh, that's right. So it is these chaotic cores. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one of them. I'm going to make one chaotic core, and then I am going to cheat in the remainder. I've decided this. No one's told me otherwise. That's because I haven't given you the opportunity to. So anyway, we need 4 awakened cores. We have 3, so we need to make 1 more awakened core, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wyvern cores. At Draconic. So I need 5. I'm just going to get rid of all of the stuff in my inventory for now because I don't need it. Nope. Get rid of all of you. I will come back for you later. And doot. Sorry, I said doot. Thank you. So we need 5 Wyvern cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's the other thing? 4 awakened draconic blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. So we do 1 there, 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 and then 1 there. Beautiful. And the final thing we needed was Nether Star, which we have 179 of. So if we put you in there, just charge that quickly, and then this does its thing. I found out you can actually use the quickening wand on this, and that should go straight to the system. Yes, she works. Right. So 4 awakened cores. At Draconic. Wish you could just save that. No, what do we need? A chaotic core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awakened draconic blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awakened draconic blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chaos shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chaos shards. So we need 1 of them in here. And then we need to go nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, that's right. I need more of these. I forgot about that. I did build enough. Oh, that's a shame. That is actually really a shame. Okay, let's have a look. Oop. Draconic. Still got 2 of them in here? I do. Oh, damn. Okay. Damn it, because I really liked the pattern I had here. So instead, what we're going to have to do is knock you out in order to put 1 of you there. Power out. Ignore limit true. And I'll do the same here. Put you there. Power out. Ignore limit true. Put you there. And put you there for the final shards. That just did 1 billion RF that quickly. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. There we have our first chaotic core. Now the reason we need the chaotic cores, there we go, claim you. The reason we need it is because we need to make fusion crafting injectors. 12 of them, according to this. And that will unlock black iron. Yes, I know. So, I need to make awakened cores, right? That's our, what do we get here? A flamethrower. Weird. Okay, cool. So we need, how many chaotic cores do we need? We need 2 of them per fusion crafting injector. So, and these require 1, 2, 3, 4 awakened cores each. So we need 8 times 12. We need 80 awakened cores. Is that correct? You're telling me I need 80 awakened cores. Okay. So we'll just do this because we're going to need a stack load of these. And of course, when I do this, and I don't know if this is a refined storage thing, I don't know if this is just my world, but whenever I mass craft things through this, I just get freezes. So at the moment, I cannot do anything. If I hop out of it, oh no, has it worked? Ah, it has worked, good. So we have 64 and 12. Not quite enough. And wyvern cores. I know that we need 4 of you, and we need 4 of you. Is the plan. Why do you do that? 19. Okay, so we can make that amount to start off with. And then nether stars, we just need as many as we can. So place you in there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Really? What am I missing? I thought that's all it took. Oh, it takes 5. Oh, it takes 5 wyvern cores. There we go. So you go bloop. No. There we go. So I'm going to leave those crafting. Make as many awakened cores as we can to get our chaos cores. And I'm just going to cheat in the chaos shards that we need. Again, if you think that's cheating, you're right, you're correct. It is cheating. However, I think it's justified. Right. The other thing that I need, so dark matter is going to become the big deal, right? So if I have to look, tungsten steel, we have 14,000, which is fine. What else do we need? Void crystals, we have 655, that's fine. And we can just keep making more. The next thing is, why can't I remember it? Ludicrite, which we need plutonium for, so we have 70, and we are just completely out of plutonium. And then the final thing, I think, was black alabaster, which is fine. Is it black alabaster? Yeah, black alabaster, which is fine. That's not a bother. So I need plutonium. So I need to set up Nuclearcraft again. So as it turns out, which I didn't realize, Nuclearcraft is super easy to automate. I wanted to try and do that today. So what I need is, I need an Isotope Separator, I think. I need to try and remember the pattern. So basically I need to put, yes, uranium in to get 238. So I need the Isotope Separator. I need the Fuel Reprocessor. I'm going to need a supercooler, I don't think. The Fluid Infuser Fission Controller. Well, I'll need all of this and the Reactor Casing. But this is the thing, because Reactor Casing. I need basic plating, which is lead and graphite dust, which is fine, but I need tough alloy. And to get tough alloy, I need ferroboron and lithium. And to get ferroboron, I need 2 alloy furnaces. Okay? So, alloy furnace is basic plating and manufacturing. So I just need to make some basic plating. And that should be fine for an alloy furnace. So I should have 2 of those now. Except I don't. Okay, so I need to make it in manufacturing, which requires solenoids. Okay, because I'm going to need to. Alright, more basic plating. 1, 2. Everything's going a little bit slow. Alloy furnace, right? So I don't need a neutron or radiator. I need 2 alloy furnaces. Now, this is where I always struggle. Where to set this up? Because I need to take all of this down at some point. Struggle town. So I'm probably going to put the what do you call it? The fission reactor right here, I think. Not entirely sure of the size of it. Probably going to go something like that. And we'll need more casings, which is why I'm doing everything that I need to make it. Like this. Okay. So what I'll do maybe is the alloy furnaces can go this side. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. And we'll power them from bottom and input and export from the... Oh, no. That seems like a bad idea. Because I want to be able to... Oh, no, we got the back. Okay, so... Ion porter. Importer. Exporter. So we want to export into the sides. Do we want to export or do we want a crafter? I think we want a crafter, actually. Would be the better option. Because then instead of just making a whole heap that we don't necessarily need, we can just ask it for what we need. Shoot. Okay. Like this. Right. And then power to the bottom. This excites me because I always had trouble powering these things fully when they had all of their upgrades in them, but not anymore. So these will be super quick. And you could almost make the argument for using this as your ore processing because the manufactory is real fast. Okay, and then underneath here, we'll get cables going, and I'll have to come back all the way over to here. Yes. Yes, like that. Okay. So now they're powered. We have power. Now we look for the speed upgrades. Be really curious to see how expensive are these speed upgrades. Oh, they're cheap. Except I don't have enough weighted pressure plates, and I need a rolling machine for that. So let's just get all of the ones that I currently have. Let's get a rolling machine. Let's get some iron. And let's just make a massive amount of these things. Power out. Chuck you in there. You there, and you there. That's the best you can do. Okay, whatevs. Right. So, put you in there. Put you in there. I'm currently going to use 21,000 RF per tick. And the things I need you to make are... I'm going to pop down through here. That was like the worst spot to come down through. And we need to do pattern processing. Yes. So we need to do... Are you not synchronized? There we go. Ferroboron. Oh, which I have some of anyway. Ferroboron alloy in an alloy furnace. 3 steel. And boron dust. May as well just do 3 steel and a boron. Doot. And then the other thing we need is alloys. We need the tough alloy. Ferroboron alloy, lithium manganese diabolide. Tough alloy. It's also in an alloy furnace, and it's ferroboron and lithium. Thing is, I might actually be able to do this just with one alloy furnace, potentially. It would just slow it down a little bit. So actually, yeah, why would I even bother? So, ferroboron and that. Okay, so if I was to make the tough plate, I tough alloy, right? No. What do I need? To make the casing, so the nuclear reactor casing, we need basic plating and tough alloy. Oh, that's it. So we make the basic plating this way. So we need to go and make a recipe for that. Because I'm just wondering, what I want to do is I want to make a nuclear reactor that requires 0 maintenance. So I don't want to have to try and turn it off and on again or anything like that. I don't want to have to turn it off and on again. Right. That's a really bad Irish accent, and I really apologize for anyone that heard it. Right, that, and then reactor casing is that. And then we'll just chuck you in here. Boop, and boop. All right, so let's say I wanted reactor casing. I wanted 64 of you. I'd be missing graphite dust. So I need to automate graphite dust. Now, that's just in a manufactory, right? It's coal in a manufactory, so I need to make a manufactory. In a manufactory, which is going to require... Nope, I've got everything I need. So we have to grab another crafter, which I've got. Okay, and you can go right here. You can have you right there. You can have the importer and the cable back into yup. Right, and then we need to hop down here. Quickly make a graphite dust pattern. So processing pattern. Graphite dust. Coal in your manufacturer. Beautiful. Right, and then we go put that down, and we should have everything we need now to automate my Nuclearcraft stuff. You don't have power yet, that's fine. Put you there, power in, ignore limit true. Then we'll go get these things. 38 of them, that's a good start. Actually, that'll only give us 38 speed upgrades, but better than nothing. Speed upgrades, boom, boom. Anytime. Just work. There we go, 38 speed upgrades. Right, so let's go check that in the manufactory. And so now, if I order some 64 reactor casings, we'll see this doing its thing. Importer. Oh, you're telling me I can't import from the top? That's exactly what it's telling me. I cannot import from the top. Okay, that is not too big of a deal. It's all good, because we will just import from the bottom. Like that, and I will power it from the top. And no limit. Okay. And then change all of these from whitelist to blacklist, and that should work. Yep, looks like it's imported. Hasn't made it all. Wow, that was quick. I just want to do that again. Oh, have I got enough ferrobora alloy? Heck, what? I'm so confused. Casings. Reactor casing. Oh, you get 4. Okay. So, actually all I needed was the manufacturer coal. Right. Right. So, in terms of the reactor at Nuclearcraft, the one thing I wanted to check out actually was I need the coolers, and I don't appear to have any, and I just remembered why, because of my world corruption that happened. Okay, Just going to do some more automation over here, and I will be back because I need to figure out the best way to cool this thing. Okay, so this is where Nuclearcraft is a little bit cool. So I've got plenty of casings. I don't need any of the rest of this stuff, actually. Nope, nope. 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 Okay. So we need to balance what am I missing? Steel? Oh no, because I wasn't ore dictionarying it. Be back again. Okay, remember kids, always use ore dictionary. Right, at Nuclearcraft we need a whole heap of reactor cells. We're missing lithium. Really? Ooh, where do we get lithium from? We can condense it. Is that really the only place we can get it? Lithium ingots? Yeah, wow, okay. So we have to condense lithium, it would appear. Lithium dust. Yep, okay. So we have to condense it. Wow, okay, I'll set up my condenser again. Okay, so our chemical table, put our quartz dust in there. It should just do lithium dust and lapis, and that's going to give us a lot of lithium. That's okay. I think actually it's going to give us 2 stacks of lithium dust, and then hopefully if I put that in here, there we go. 800 speed and it's still this slow. That's for 1 block? Ah, no, hang on. Tell a lie, I need to put a chest down there, don't I? Can't just import straight into the thing. Remember that much. Okay, so that's not as fast as I actually would have liked it. So, do that, and then that, and then this, and then importer into there. List, right. And that should be good. There we go. The lithium ore is going into there. So, speed. What's the best condenser then? Dark matter. Dark matter is 10,000%. Interesting. I actually might have enough dark matter to make that. So if I put this back in here, I need you. And then I need you. Oh, what's that short on? Oh, chemical gold. It's kind of annoying. Okay, gold and glowstone. Gold, glowstone, and then I need the quartz dust back. I just need like 2 of you. Put the quartz dust back. Take away you. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, damn. Okay. Beautiful. So, we've got all that we'll ever need. Put you in there, put you in there. Okay. And now we will make a dark matter condenser, which should very much speed up the production of this quite a bit. Take you out, put you in. There we go. Now put the lithium on. Oh yeah, feel it. Okay, that works, and the efficiency is pretty good as well, so we're going to get a ton out of that. Next thing I need to do is... okay. Really? That's the best you can do? There we go. What if I take all of you out of there? Can I fit you all in here? No. Damn. Okay, well, let's head on back down here, and we'll just make a lithium dust and a lithium thingy thing. You know what I mean? Lithium processing. Let's make a lithium dust, we want to put it in a pulverizer. The ore goes like that. And then we want to make the ingot in a redstone furnace from the dust, like so. Beautiful. It's a thing of absolute beauty. Lithium dust goes in there, and you're still all fully upgraded. I've just stolen any upgrades from you. Neither are you. Good. And of course you're full. Okay, so what's something that just doesn't matter anymore? Like uranium ingots, actually. Because we now get all of our uranium from a plant. I mean, I still need to make it, but I've got 9,000. It's all good. Right. So now, if I go back to Nuclearcraft, we say we want 64 of those, we're good to go. Bam, 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 bam. That's smelting it down. It's a beautiful thing. So, we will build this reactor casing like this, I think. I'm not sure how this is going to go as a size, if I'm honest, but we'll give it a shot. I think this is... Still not used to the speed of running around with this draconic stuff. Right. So I'm pretty sure that if we do this and then bring you across the top, this is what it should look like. Nuclearcraft is actually a really cool mod. I don't think I've given it the time that it requires to really be amazing. Nuclearcraft, right? So we'll take our reactor cells. So each one of these, the more rapidly fuel is used, okay? And the next thing we need is cooling. So cryothium coolers must touch at least. Can I create 10 of you? No. How many of you can I make? 4? Beautiful. Let's make 4 cryothium coolers. Ah, see? Making some of the tough alloy. And you're just going crazy. I wonder if we're going to make a muffler. Because that noise is a little bit annoying. Just going to place you there. It's annoying because I can kind of hear it. It's really faintly off in the distance, which is almost more annoying. Okay, Nuclearcraft. We're still making tough alloy for the thing. Yes. Cryothium coolers are on the way. Probably making too many reactor cells, really. So I'm not going to be able to fit 64 in there, and I only need a couple. So, cooling rate. 1 active water cooler and 1 active redstone cooler. 2 active graphite blocks. So really, I'm just looking for cooling. Really just looking for cooling at the moment. Active glowstone cooler. 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing. I could probably chuck a couple of those in as well. Let's get those made. And we'll just wait for it to take its time and do whatever it's doing. I don't know what it's crafting at the moment, actually. Let's go have a look. That's not where you check. Crafting monitor. 3 more reactor cells, and that's the cryothium coolers. Cool. 2 more. Let's just cancel you for now. And then you can make the cryothium coolers. Which hopefully is all good. 1 little tiny torch sitting on top of you. Okay, cryothium coolers, lapis coolers, right? So, cryothium requires to be touching at least 2 reactor cells. So I could do that, and then reactor cells like this. And then each of the lapis coolers, 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing, which means I could place these like this. Actually, we could make 4 more cryothium coolers. Ooh, that might be a tough ask. Cryothium. Can I make 4 more? No. What do I need to make cryothium? Yeah, I thought so. I need to tell it to do that. Yeah, because then we've definitely got enough. And then 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Yep, beautiful. So I'm pretty sure then we can run more cryothium coolers right there. And then we can... And the final thing is the lapis coolers, which can run right there. So if we do that, and then we take our fission controller, and then place you there. Right. Good. First step done. It's going to be a long video, so strap in. So the next thing we need to do is the Isotope Separator, which should we just do over here? This I do need to be automatic, so I don't need a crafter on it, because you are going to be importing uranium, or exporting uranium, sorry, into yourself. And then importing uranium 230 something. I think it's 235, can't quite remember. And then exporter. Sure. That's the way you want to roll. That's the way you can roll. Okay, so isotope separator into your exporter. We need uranium. Oh, there you go. Uranium. Yes. We take it. No, that's fine. So you're going to go real slow to begin with. So that's why we made view, so I can make some more speed upgrades. Going to make another stack. Make another stack. And like any time, oh my god, still waiting for server. I'll be back when this is actually working. Oh, there. Good. Put in all of you. And then, good, you're importing all of that stuff. So, the next thing we need to do is make, what is it? Uranium Fuel. It is H. Yeah, so it's this. No, it's not that one. It's LEU. The Moxie one. Hang on, let's just look up plutonium. Plutonium is made in the fusion control computer with plutonium oxide. Plutonium oxide is made from the decay hastener of curium. No, definitely not. It's made in the fuel processor. Oh, that's right. So I don't want the oxide. I want the non-oxide. Plutonium-242 is made from tiny clumps. It's made in a fuel processor of depleted HEU-235. HEU-235 is made with HEU-234, which is uranium-235 and 238. So is that what I'm getting from the decay hastening? 238 and 235. Yeah. Okay. Next thing we need to do is just get down here. And we need to make a couple of patterns. Oh, keep doing that. Okay, so uranium. I need to take tiny clump, turn you into that, and then I need to tiny clump of uranium-238. I need 238 as well. And then to make the HEU fuel, 235 fuel. I need uranium-235 and uranium-238. And then to make the fuel rod, need to make an empty fuel rod. Do that like that. And to make that, we do that and that, right? So if we chuck these in here, no, page 5, all of you in there, not you, then that means is as long as we've got a crafting upgrade, and I'll grab some speed upgrades as well, just because. Now, here's where it becomes interesting. We should be able to import. Let's just check it out first and just see if our cooling. Let's just craft 2 of you. Has our cooling paid off? I mean, no. Oh, it needs a redstone signal to turn on. So what does this mean? Efficiency 0, heat? No. Okay. I feel like I should be fine with this, but I reckon. Okay. So it's producing a lot of heat and a lot of power. So let's take it out. So let's be a little bit more creative with how we do this. Because we have too many cells. So I could like checkerboard pattern this, right? So this would halve the number of cells. So they're each touching 2. And then the lapis cooler needs 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing. Yep. Let's just see how that goes. You do not have to fill out the inside, which is good. Do this. And then let's lever it again. Okay, we're still producing heat, but at a much slower rate now. So, if we could. Beautiful. Okay. So what we need to do then is 240 more heat dissipated. And then that should give us no heat whatsoever. Active redstone. 1 active graphite block? No, because that's going to increase the heat. 1 active gold cooler. Casing. So what can I do in here? Yep, I can make 4 more lapis coolers, and that should be fine. Oh, so I need to make more tough alloy. And then this, so it's 1 reactor cell and 1 reactor casing, which is fine because should be able to do that and that. 40 heat units. So it's still producing heat. We need to make sure it produces none. Touch exactly 3 reactor casings. 3 reactor casings. So we could put an enduring cooler there. I'm hoping if I put an importer into this thing or an exporter into this thing with a crafting upgrade. Okay. Negative 100 heat, efficiency 100%. Beautiful. So that will just tick along completely on its own. All right. So if we export export here. Import the side. I could probably import the bottom. And then cable you all up. Run out of cables at this rate. Cables, cables. And then run you down here. What I'm hoping is if I put a crafting upgrade and some speed upgrades and say that what we want from here is these, it should continuously make them. Beautiful. Okay. And then should be importing those. And then the final thing we need to do is the fuel reprocessor, which, to be honest, we could just plonk right here. And that requires an exporter. But first the importer at the bottom. And that's such a blacklist. And then the exporter at the back, which is set to depleted HEU 235. And then flux on top. Bam, 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 bam. And we'll take some of you out because you're going faster than you can go. And then, bloop, 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 bloop. And then go down here and put some speed upgrades into these importers. I think we now have a 100% automated system. So this is going to continually produce maybe? Doesn't actually look like it is, but maybe we just run out of stuff from the isotope separator. Let's have a look. This should be permanently crafting fuel rods. Ah, but we're missing tiny clumps of plutonium. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So it's permanently crafting fuel rods, which is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. And we'll get some more into that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Works a treat. And actually, all of these things I don't need anymore because I've already got this set up. So I'll keep them there. And we'll keep just plowing through the lithium. But that's it. That's what we're going to do today. And that's what we did today. Awesome. So what this means is probably over here, we'll set up the next step in creating what we need, which is blutonium, our fusion control computer. We'll set this back up again and set this up to automatically produce plutonium cyanide ingots. Now that's a thing that I didn't think about. How much have we got? We got 17,000. We'll be fine. All right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Sorry, it's a bit of a repeat of what we've already done. I just noticed that this really isn't sending any like fuel rods, or is it just sending them super quick? Oh, super slow, sorry. Compare damage, no, yes. Oh, it's working. It's just slow. So maybe what we need to do is slow down that, speed up this. That's just going to plow through so much uranium. But I don't believe any other uses for it. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of Cream Puff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. Bye-bye.